you must start the team. You can't build it also here. Definitely no. I mean, not here, but you can't just build it the way we are saying. It's a team you put in place, isn't it? And I'm thinking, this team must audit first the Vision 2030 so that you get the parameters the same way we did the Millennium Goals and the SDGs. So before we entered the SDGs, we audited the Millennium Goals.
And you had seen that you had made some strides.
Yes.
In fact, the United Nations had seen we'd made some strides with stakeholders. They came together and said, okay, fine. Now these MDGs will now become SDGs because we have made particular strides.
Yes.
Can Kenya do the same thing?
It has to do the same.
So should we be having a conversation about where we are going without an audit of where we are? This is my question. Because we've encapsulated people now in this almost, confused euphoria about, now we're going somewhere else. Without actually having seen where we're coming from.
But I think so. We've also, is there a day our country we look at the country without putting in politics? It's something we need to pray and ask ourselves that question.
Is that possible?
It is possible. It's just how you decide to narrate your ways. If you decide it has to be always in politics, it will be in politics. But the day we say, now, we are not in politics of the game, but we are saying, this is Kenya, our country. Now, how do we move? It's something that I know many Kenyans would wish to see us also engage without making the spices of politics in it. So for me, Vision 2030, 2060. 2063 is also there. I doubt whether Kenyans understand that there are things the AU are doing that will also affect us or build us if we don't follow through. And so we just need to have a team. That should be the first step. Put in the team, let them audit and come out with a report and say, in your Vision 2030, you envisioned to have all these things that I see today. You envisioned to have all these roads, railways. It was a huge vision of how you industrialize Kenya. And that vision will move on because we've not really industrialized the country. We are still walking that journey. So some of the issues will be carried through and must continue. They are continuous until you achieve them. Yeah. And then there are new ones that are now coming up that you need to ask yourself as a country, how do we handle it? And I think after we went back into realism, because most countries today are more of themselves. It's not the way we would find countries opening up. Most countries, even America, you realize they've gone back into serious realism. So ask Kenya, how do you work in? How do you? So there are many geopolitical issues and regional issues that will affect even the vision as we move. Yeah. But as you say, I agree. Let's audit Vision 2030 and package it well as you carry and make sure the challenges you faced here, you get right parameters or indicators or whatever you'll call them to show you how you're going to deal with them.
I mean, when you look at Vision 2030, many say that it was launched by former President Daniel Moi. By the time we're getting to 2002, we get to 2002, and for some weird reason, it was never carried through. It was then relaunched in 2008 by President Mwai Kibaki.
Yes, true.
And with the implementation of the same as we head towards then the Ruto government, the first edition of it, and Vision 2030, many say, was dropped at that point. That even as we now proceed to the UDA government, Vision 2030, according to pundits, it has not been touched. So as we talk about trust and belief that Vision 2060 will be taken forward, it will be implemented, many still have the trust deficit that the person spearheading it, the person proposing it, many look at him as if someone who will not carry it forward because based off history, nothing much to show.
I don't think so. Maybe we need to come and open the page per page and we tick. Because most of the things that they are doing today, you see, even the things the president is doing now, is not his vision. I believe it's a Jubilee vision that was picked from the Vision 2030. And he has moved with it. whatever Uhuru started. Uhuru moved with what Kibaki had started. Because also as a country, it was said very clear, in Vision 2030, you cannot drop projects that were started by the previous regime. Because all of them are for the country and for Kenya, not for you. So for him, I have not seen the president yet implementing anything, unless you tell me about the financial things that happened, which even when Uhuru was coming in, you remember when we didn't spend money going for a rerun, that's the money he picked and started Uwezo Fund. So it was just a name changed. You know, one of the things you must look at this government from 2013, it has come the same way. They have never changed anything they said from 2013. If you want to mark it, and if you want to tick it, and if you follow them. So for me, the 4 agendas that the president, then deputy president, kept on saying, Uhuru, you have dropped the ball and you have gone to other issues, is the agenda he picked. Universal healthcare was started by Uhuru. Mm-hmm. Yes, you remember we did 4 counties. We launched it in Kisumu. He has come, picked it, and now did what their vision was to be. He moved from there. Affordable housing started with Uhuru. He did it in Ziwani, he did it other places, but the way he did it, I think Uhuru felt, no, if I touch it also, it's politically going to hit on me. Let me leave it. He has come, he picked it. So for me, their thinking from 2013, they have carried it forward. And they are still implementing it. But it is within also, when you go back to Vision 2030, we said by 2030 we must have 250,000 units built in Kenya. It's in Vision.
Per year.
It's in Vision 2030, you know. And so, even that Universal was, remember Anyang' Nyong'o was the dream, the vision bearer of universal healthcare when he was the public health minister. He tried it, yes, but I remember...
Minister for Planning.